Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Happy New Year upcoming in around 5 hours from now. I'm glad to have you guys back in the stream, being a part here on the channel tonight as we got NBA action going down. The Boston Celtics, top team in the NBA, a record of 25-6 on the road against the San Antonio Spurs tonight in this matchup. Boston has won 5 straight games in a row. 2 close games able to squeak out, and back-to-back victories in overtime against Detroit on Thursday night, and on Friday able to win against Toronto 120-118. The Celtics on the hardwood tonight, continuing their matchup on the road. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. For San Antonio, Wemby is back in action tonight for the Spurs in this game. And the Celtics rolling right now as the top team in the NBA. Boston coming in as heavy favorites tonight in this matchup, 14.5-point favorites. Mario Vegas, Oli Man, welcome in. Glad to have you guys back in on the channel once again. Yeah, no problem. Glad to have you back in, being a part here on the stream. Awesome that you got a girlfriend there and busy along with school. Best of luck to you for the future right there for you. But yeah, by the way, quick channel update. I recently, a couple hours ago, I made the switch for my TV provider, so this will allow me to cover more Celtics games in the new year. So I'm able to access now the Celtics regional channel, NBC Sports Boston, alongside NBA TV to cover games. I didn't have those previously, so that's why I was covering like a lot more college basketball games during the course of the previous month or so when the NBA had their games on premium. But I got both of those channels now, so going into the new year, a lot of optimism here, trying to see if we can break the 25,000 subscriber mark on my channel, and yeah, it should be fun. Drew Holiday not playing today. He has been ruled out in this game. Keldon Johnson, Zach Collins both out as well, so Al Horford moved into the starting 5 tonight for this matchup. And man, just the addition of Porzingis, able to pick him up in the offseason, and he has just changed everything on this team. Massive in that victory over Detroit on Thursday. Detroit, by the way, finally snapped their losing streak yesterday as they won against Toronto, the team that the Celtics were able to squeak by on Friday night, 120-118. So I knew they'd get somebody coming off an overtime loss against Boston on Thursday. You knew that it was going to happen, and congrats to the Detroit Pistons. Back on the right track. They picked up a W in their last game. San Antonio 1-1 in their previous 2 games against Portland. They lost the last game on Friday night, 134-128 at Portland, and then they won on the road at Portland, 118-105. So it's been like around 8 days since they faced like a strong caliber opponent, that opponent being Dallas in a road matchup where Dallas crushed them 144-119. San Antonio last week lost against Utah by 12, 130-118. So we're going to tip off in a couple minutes from now here. Thanks so much all for patiently waiting, being a part on the channel. Yeah, this should be a fun one. Tingus Pingus versus the Slim Reaper. Wemby against Porzingis for this matchup. Just awaiting tip-off here in a couple moments from now. This should be, it's probably going to be a big margin most likely. But hopefully a fun one tonight to close out the year for 2023. And man, what a year it was. Just a lot of growth here on the channel. Going to keep on continuing that growth. And by the way, since I have the new TV streaming provider switched over to YouTube TV, my schedule now is more certain for me, so I posted in the community tab my next couple of days that I got for streams. Tomorrow will be tomorrow afternoon at 3 between the Knicks and the T-Wolves, and then I'll be back with the next Celtics game against the Thunder at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. So I'll probably post in like a streaming schedule every like 3 days or so. Now that's one of the plans for the new year that I want to do as well. But yeah, since we switched over to the new provider starting tonight, basically into 2024, I'm going to cover as many Celtics games as possible since I have access to NBC Sports Boston. So when I'm not announcing games for in-person for college, which my schedule actually is pretty light, I've got Thursday upcoming for a college stream. I got a doubleheader on Saturday, but it's basically Saturdays throughout the month of January and February for the most part. This game's on NBC Sports Boston. DJ, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, this should be a Celtics dub tonight with no problem in this one. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Going to be tipping off shortly here between Boston and San Antonio in a little bit. Oh, thanks so much, Vegas. Yeah, that was fun yesterday. I was kind of shocked that it was that close of a game, honestly. Yeah, MIT was ranked at number 30 in D3 women's basketball, so it was shocking that Southern Maine, they had been putting up only around like 50 points per game for them. It was shocking that that game was close. Yeah, they only won by 10. Hey, thanks so much, thanks so much, Only Mon. Really appreciate it. Yeah, glad to have you guys in the stream. Yeah, these Celtics streams I'm pumped up for because they're just different than other streams. Because I cover them all the time. I got all the players memorized, and then it's just bringing out the passion or so to these streams. Like when I was covering like a lot of the college games or so, I just go like right off like the paper for rosters, and then am able to like cover the games. But it's not like, in terms of like being a sports fan, like it's like a whole nother level of passion here for these Celtics games combined to the others. John, welcome in. Glad to have you in the stream. Jeffrey, happy new year to you guys. Welcome back in, man. I was just telling my audience here, I plan on covering as many Celtics games as possible for the upcoming year. I just got the premium channel for Boston Sports, so hoping to make that big switch here for 2024. I'll get the Paul Pierce jersey behind me. Yeah, Santa Claus sitting on the lettering in the Pierce jersey. One NBA game went final today. Hawks won against the Wizards 130-126. NFL was crazy today. The Ravens, top team in the NFL, shredded the Dolphins in the battle for first in the AFC. And then Philadelphia lost against Arizona today. So that was quite shocking as well. I'll bring up some of the NFL scores since we got a couple moments before tip-off. This game is on NBC Sports Boston that it's on. I get it on my provider. I just switched providers, so I'm able to get the regional games. I'm from Massachusetts, so this was like a new channel that I get from my provider. So I get this. So it's only in region. You can only get it unless you have League Pass. You can get it if you're out of region, but if you're in region, it comes in on NBC Sports Boston, and then the channel that they have out in the San Antonio area, they can get it over there if they have their, if it's included in that TV package provider. Yeah, right now Baltimore looking like they're going to go to the Super Bowl currently. Wow, it's a good game between Cincinnati and Kansas City. Kansas City currently 22-17 against Cincinnati at the moment. Hey, thanks so much for the share, Jeffrey. Really appreciate it, man. You guys the legends here on the channel. Yeah, so in the new year, I hope to cover as many Celtics games as possible for me. So whenever I'm not like announcing a game in person, I hope to be covering Boston Celtics games those nights. Yeah, Bills making a push towards, making a push towards the playoffs last couple weeks. Looks like they're pretty solid right now for them. I still think they got work to do though, because I saw the graphic. They would need a Pittsburgh loss. If they did lose against the Dolphins, they would need Pittsburgh to lose, which Steelers beat the Seahawks today, so they're still alive right now in the playoff picture at 9-7. And also the Broncos are still alive right now, leading the Chargers 16-6. Yeah, that was a sloppy game today. I can't believe the Patriots were in it. They had 4 turnovers in the first half, and they were still in it. Like, they were on pace for, like, over 10 turnovers at one point. I think they had, like, every single one of their turnovers happened in, like, the first, like, I think, like, 18 minutes of the game. It was crazy. Had 4 turnovers in the first 6 possessions. Yeah, unfortunate there with a trade to Chris Sale, but I felt like it was due because he was like dealing with injury constantly. It was tough for him, tough to keep him in the lineup. That trade yesterday between the Knicks and the Raptors, that's a really interesting trade there. I feel like New York just gave away so much scoring. I think they're gonna have they've been having trouble scoring for the Knicks. They've been led by their defense, so they were already like a top 8 defense in the league, so their defense is going to get even better with OG Anunoby. The problem there is that I feel like they gave away too much scoring with Emmanuel Quickly. Really good option off the bench, and he gets more playing time at Toronto, and then RJ Barrett, who they sent over as well, which he's not efficient for him, but he's able to get points. It's just efficiency had been a struggle, so he gets sent over to the Raptors. But yeah, I think they're really gonna miss Emmanuel Quickly there. I think that's gonna be a tough part of the trade, and hopefully for New York is that OG has to stay healthy for him because he's had some injury history in the past. But yeah, I like that trade more so. I feel like for Toronto because of the addition of Emmanuel Quickly. They get a good scoring punch right there. Over-under for this game, 241.5. Celtics 14.5 point favorites on the line tonight for this matchup. Still waiting for tip-off in this game. Going to be in a couple moments from now. And yeah, thanks so much everybody for joining me. It's crazy. Like, I know for college basketball, all the upsets that's happened. I saw the scoreboard from yesterday. Florida Gulf Coast, they had a record below 500. He pulled off the upset against FAU yesterday, which FAU beat the #1 team a week ago with Arizona. Yeah, things have been insane this year. I saw that Ole Miss is still perfect. They won against Bryant today, 95-78. They're ranked at 24 in the nation. For Ole Miss, holy smokes! Arizona lost against Stanford today by a bunch, 100-82. Yeah, it's crazy. You could go from like 2 weeks ago playing the best basketball of the season, like Arizona have been doing, and now Arizona just starting to lose games for college hoops right now. It's crazy. So here we go, about to tip off in action. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis, the starting 5 tonight for the Boston Celtics. Drew Holiday not playing today. He is out for this game for Holiday. Malachi Branham, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagnie, Jeremy Sohan, and Victor Wembanyama starting 5 for the San Antonio Spurs on their home court tonight. No Drew Holiday due to a right elbow sprain for this matchup. Came into this game questionable. Celtics 14.5 point favorite on the line. Frost Bank Center for this matchup. First game between Boston and San Antonio this year. This should be an interesting one between the big 7'5" Victor Wembanyama, the rookie #1 draft pick, going up against Kristaps Porzingis at 7'3". Should be a good battle down low for this game today. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Happy New Year, everybody, as we are under 5 hours from now from starting off 2024 and about to get ready to tip off this game. Celtics wearing the same uniforms as I got tonight, black jerseys, green numbers, green letters with a white outline. San Antonio goes in the white uniforms for this matchup, as we are, well, they're going to have to redo the opening tip once again, so now both teams are ready to go up for the opening tip, and here we go. We're up and ready to go, and San Antonio controls the opening tip left to right on the floor. Spurs have it first, top of the key with Sohan. Sohan guarded by Horford. Bounce pass goes to Branham. Branham gets past White. Bounce pass off the roll down. Wemby right over Porzingis. Missed off the mark, no good. And Horford comes out with a defensive rebound. And that's what Porzingis can do for you. Just strong defensive possession right there. Altering shots left and right. Major factor this season. Bounce pass off the fingertips of White. Celtics first possession, turned it over. Second possession now for San Antonio. 30 seconds into action. At the left wing, Sohan turns the corner, passes outside off to Champagnie, dish out to the wing. Wemby gonna try a 3 off the rim, no good. And a big, strong rebound sword up there by Jaylen Brown. Celtics pass midcourt. Brown accelerates right to the cup, dish out corner. Horford makes the pass out to the wing. Tatum takes the 3, swoosh. That's good. Boston on the board first with a triple by JT. Great ball movement right there. Brown drove. Kicked it out to the corner to Horford. Horford with an assist over to Tatum. Vassell, tough shot. He connects on it. Right over Derek White inside the key for 2 off the fall-away. First minute of action so far. Top of the key with Tatum. Moves it out to his right to Horford. Hand off to Tatum. Tatum, no-look pass, right corner. Porzingis launches the 3. Came up short over Wemby as Vassell came up with a rebound. Vassell up the floor, drive, shovels over to Sohan. Sohan circles around the key, bounce pass over to Wemby. So far, 0 for 2 shooting the basketball by Wembanyama in the early going. Sohan drives on Porzingis inside the key, missed off the glass. Horford collects rebound number 2. Sister Sorrell, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you in the stream. Happy New Year. Brown, nice pivot right to the rim, soared up with a 2-handed dunk, able to work right past Malachi Branham and tear down the roof shack for the 2-handed flush for Jaylen Brown. Joe on the channel, welcome in. Glad to have you back in the stream. Wemby, yet the score so far. Floats up the shot over Porzingis again. Missed off the mark, too strong off the glass. That's twice now. Wemby just not strong enough with the basketball, working on the 7'3" big of Porzingis. Wemby at 7'5", but he'll learn throughout his time in the NBA that's just building muscle. It's going to take time at his young age currently right now. And yeah, we see it here by the Celtics. Veteran leadership on this team going up against very young San Antonio squad currently. Yeah, I prefer close games. Blowouts are really difficult to call. I enjoy close games. Tatum looking for the foul call. Couldn't get it as he leaned in there. There was contact, but no call by the referee. San Antonio with possession. Wemby takes the 3 over Horford, and he sticks it. So Wemby on the board. His first 3 made of the game now. As we're down to just under 9:20 left to go in the first. Tatum with possession. Tatum floats it cross court, deflected. Brown able to pick it up. Lucky there. Sohan got the deflection. Brown attacks downhill, shoveled, and he got fouled. So lucky there on the foul calls. San Antonio picks up the reach, and the clock will stop. It's charged to Julian Champagnie. Inbound to Brown. Brown swings it out left corner. Horford out to the left wing. That's a 3, and it's made. Derek White laser beam from downtown. Celtics with a 3-point lead. Spurs, under 9 minutes left to go in the first now with possession. Wemby, handoff, Champagny, bounce pass, Wemby off the roll down, and he scores the bucket up and in off the glass. 5 out of the 7 so far to Wemby in this game right there off the pick and roll. And the Celtics quick up the floor, able to take the 3 and make it. Derek White connects on another triple. Vassell. Inside the key, Vassell slips right past White to the cup, scores with a right-handed layup. A lot of scoring right now going on in this game lately. White going to slow it down. He's made back-to-back threes from the perimeter. White at the top, lobs it over to Porzingis. Porzingis, top of the free throw circle, working on Vassell. Jab step, backs his way, free throw circle. Outside finds White, takes the 3. Off the rim, no good. Vassell collects the defensive rebound. That's where Derek White's been lethal this season, above 40% from the perimeter. San Antonio, a couple years ago, regretting that trade right there. Derek White, once he got to Boston in his first season, really struggled to hit his shots from 3, but man, this year he's been incredible. Horford has it now mid-block, swings it down underneath. Derek White, backdoor, scores the layup. Man, what an impact so far by DW, number 9 on the floor here for Boston. We got a timeout taken on the floor by San Antonio. 7:49 left to go. The first quarter of action here. The timeout taken on the floor. Celtics with a 4-point lead. Great start here by Boston. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams I cover. Happy New Year, everybody. And in 2024, we're going to make a big push here on the channel for NBA streams, specifically Celtic streams. I plan on covering much more in 2024. I just upgraded my subscription to get the regional channels for the Celtics games, so I'm going to be covering a lot of Celtics games in the upcoming future as well, so feel free to keep on coming on board. Yeah, Derek White, excellent season by him. Dennis, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that right there, Jeffrey. Hope you feel better, man. Yeah, I remember around this time last year, I got really sick last year. I think it was like the 2nd of January in 2023. Yeah, I didn't show up for work that whole week because I was just really sick. Hey, what's good? Ray on the channel. Welcome in. Glad to have you find the stream. Happy New Year. Yeah, hopefully a fast recovery right there for you, Jeffrey. Yeah, my mom had a really, really bad cold. She didn't get out of bed for a couple of days at the start of the month. It's like December 3rd, December 4th. And then she started getting better. Later that week, she went back to work. She was feeling fine. And then the next, like, a couple days later, in the next week, in December 11th, December 12th, she got sick once again. And it was even worse that she couldn't get out of bed for, like, the next couple of days. But she's feeling fine right now. It was just, like, the first 2 weeks of December, just, like, really run down or so. Hey, what's good? Ethan on the channel. Welcome in, man. Glad to have you back in. Yeah, hopefully a big dub here. Alright. San Antonio playing them close right now, but Boston looking for a big run to break away in this game. So we're about to come back to action here. 7:49 left to go in the first quarter. Back to action. San Antonio left to right on the floor with the basketball. Branham gives it out to the wing. Sohan takes the 3, comes up short. Derek White collects the defensive rebound. Up the floor here for White. He pushes, shovels on top. Porzingis takes the 3, off the mark, no good. Sohan collects the defensive board. Under 7.5 left to go in the first now. Wemby open 3 with space. Drills it. That's his second made 3 of the game for the big fella right there for Wemby. It's a 1-point game. 8 out of the 12 coming through Victor Wembanyama so far. Brown dumps it down inside the key off to Porzingis. Swings it out to the wing. White, no-look pass off to Brown. Up fake guarded by Champagny. Jaylen Brown, double team, low block. He backs his way in Champagny inside the low post, puts it up, hits the spot, up in and off the backboard. It's good for 2 for Jaylen Brown. Nice little patience right there in that possession for JB. Under 7 minutes left to go in the first. Wemby, top of the free throw circle. Sends it out towards his right around the perimeter to Vassell. Vassell, step back jumper over Horford. Off the back room, no good as Porzingis snatches the defensive rebound. Up the floor goes Tatum. Tatum bounce past the trailer Porzingis. Porzingis at the top with some space, launches. Comes up short, missed the 3. And the outlet pass, airmailed over the head of Wemby, goes out of bounds, turnover by San Antonio. So this will head right back to Boston right now. Porzingis with a couple good looks from the perimeter, left wide open. Just hasn't been able to send them down so far. No points by Porzingis. Leading the way, Derek White. Great start for him tonight. He's got 8 points, and Jaylen Brown with 4. As White will take it up the floor. White has it now, edge of the midcourt logo. White drives, floats it up over to Cornette, down low to the cutter, scores at the rim, up and in off the glass, good for 2. Nice drive right there, straight away. Derek White with an assist. Luke Cornette, backdoor cut, scores to the hoop as Sohan, no good. Cornette, right from behind, rejects him as it goes back to Boston. Sam Hauser on the floor with Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, and Luke Cornette. Brown, turnaround, 15-footer straight away. He drills it. JB up and through. It is good for 2. 7-point lead for Boston. Yeah, good to hear there, Jeffrey. Yeah, I had a positive test early in January last year. That's when I was really sick last year. And I was sick for like the entire week. Brown up the floor for the Celtics. Brown right to the rim. He scores. Right-handed layup. Up and it off the backboard. The Green Machine take it over right now for Boston. And a timeout taken on the floor once again by San Antonio. 5:33 left to go. The first quarter of action here. The Celtics lead extended to a 9-point advantage the second timeout tonight. Yes, this game's in San Antonio. So even though the Celtics were a 14.5-point favorite on the road, this game's in San Antonio being played for this matchup. I can only imagine that number once they play in Boston later this season. Derek White, Jaylen Brown getting going. 8 points by White, 8 by Brown. 16 of the 21 through them so far. Tatum with 3. He made the first 3 of the game. And then Luke Cornette receiving a pass, cutting to the hoop, has 2 so far. Excellent game passing-wise by Al Horford. 3 total assists by Al Horford. Got the call up to the starting 5, replacing Drew Holiday today. Daniel, welcome in. Glad to have you back in. Bruce in the stream, welcome in. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Keep on smashing the like tonight. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. And feel free, ring that notification bell as well if you like to be notified for future live streams. Happy New Year, everybody. And in 2024, my goal is to make a push towards more Boston Celtics streams. I want to cover as many Celtics games as possible in the new year. So if you guys are a Celtics fan, keep on staying tuned here for my coverage. That's the big goal in the new year. Next two days, I plan on covering one game for the next 2 days. Tomorrow, I plan on being back at 3 p.m. covering the Knicks against the T-Wolves, and then I'll be back again on Tuesday covering Celtics against Thunder at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. So there's going to be a lot more Celtics streams in the new year. I actually upgraded my TV streaming provider, which allows me to get the Celtics coverage on the NBC Sports Boston now. So that was something I did earlier today. So that is a big key of mine to make a push in the New Year's, more Celtics games. Ron, welcome in. Happy New Year, man. Glad to have you back on the stream. Luke Cornette, lob threat, scored the bucket right before the timeout. And Jaylen Brown just so strong inside, getting to the rim, setting the tone once again for the Celtics in this game. Game in, game out this season. 5th game with 30-plus points this season against Toronto on Friday nights. Hey, Happy New Year to Uncle Pizzle. Glad to have you in the stream, man. Yeah, same to you. Thanks so much, brother. Got some fireworks going off. Yeah, a lot of the places around me actually decided not to do fireworks for New Year's. So here we go. Back to action. 5.5 left to go in the first quarter. San Antonio with a possession. Seti Osman, first time on the floor, number 16, same as number 33, Trey Jones for the Spurs. And number 17, Doug McDermott, also out there on the floor, same as Sandro Mamakalisashvili. Jones at the left wing perimeter, guarded by Luke Kornet. Dribbles up inside the key, takes the jumper over Kornet, missed off the back rim, tipped up by Porzingis. Right back to Jones, though, a three at the wing, missed off the mark by McDermott. Rebound controlled for Boston here. Derek White on the floor with Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Sam Hauser, and Luke Kornet. The lob, they try to force it into Kornet, but Brown, his pass not enough on it, results in a turnover. Floater inside the key, and Vassell floats it up. It's good for two. Joe, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Hey, appreciate it there, Ron. Yeah, I added in a game clock a couple weeks ago, too, so that's new on the channel, and I updated some of the graphics as well. White floats it up over the top for Luke Kornet with an alley-oop jam, throwing it down with a two-handed flush. That's what he can do for you. Luke Kornet, 4 points so far, both of them via slam dunks to start off this game. Jones moves it across the floor. Top of the key, Branham attacks downhill. Branham, tough shot, able to float it in, gets it in the foul. Tons of contact right there. Going into the teeth of the Celtics defense. Let's see. Sam Hauser, Derek White from the side. The referee's calling on Hauser in the blocking foul. So Devin Vassell, strong move right there, right to the cup. Able to score the layup plus the foul. Yeah, good win for your Colts there today. Things going pretty well. Celtics 6-point lead with the basketball. The free throw was just made at the line by Vassell. White drives, attacks right to the rim, floats it up over the top for Kornet again. And a blocking foul as Kornet will shoot two here at the free throw line. Got rejected by Vassell on his alley-oop attempt. So this will be two free throws coming up here for Boston with Devin Vassell. Right from behind, yeah, Vassell picked up the blocking foul. So Luke Kornet going to shoot two at the free throw line. So it was charged to Vassell from behind in the blocking foul. And Kornet, first one's good. Yeah, that's a tough place to play there at Michigan State. Still, they should be proud about themselves. They hung in there against a team that was projected to be a top 4 team in the preseason with Michigan State. And yeah, I think they're going to be there in the end. Like, March, Michigan State always, like, somehow, no matter the seed, always, like, finds a way to, like, make a deep run in March. No matter if they're, like, an 11 seed play-in team, a 10 seed, or a 9 or an 8 seed, they just always find ways to pull off upsets and make it round to round past it in the tournament. Here's a jumper off the mid-range. Porzingis going up, and Porzingis gets fouled. So they charge it to Doug McDermott on the personal foul. This will be two free throws coming up at the line here by Porzingis. If you're new in the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. I cover basketball action on the channel here, play-by-play, NBA. Going to be focusing a lot more on the Celtics streams in the upcoming New Year, so if you guys are a Celtics fan, feel free to keep on stopping by to these streams. Both of the shots good at the free throw line. I believe they'd upgraded one earlier from a 2 for a 3, so now it's 27-17 Boston. San Antonio with possession. Vassell guarded around the perimeter, dribbles up top of the key, working on Brown. Slides it out to his right. Osman out to the corner. Jones dribbles inside the key now towards his left. Bounce pass, backdoor McDermott. Kick to the corner. Mamakalisashvili took the three, made it, but before that, Doug McDermott tiptoeing on the baseline, stepped out of bounds, so it results in a turnover by San Antonio. Yeah, that should be a close game. So both of those teams, Indiana State and Drake, at the top of the conference. Drake is, I believe, a very experienced team. They have the coach's son, Tucker DeRees, on the team, and he's like one of the top players in the Midwest region. Missed three straight away, no good by Porzingis. Porzingis not on point so far today with his perimeter stroke. 3 minutes left to go in the first. Here's a three catch and fire. Missed off the mark by Jones. A rebound controlled by the Celtics here. First time on the floor when number 12 for Boston, O'Shea Brissett. Outside it goes to Brissett. Brissett moves it out to his right to Derek White. White top of the key draws a double team off to Brown at the wing. Brown floats it up over the top for Porzingis. Trying to punch it down with the right hand. pass, though, was a little bit too short. Porzingis missed it off the rim. A three at the wing, missed by San Antonio as Boston came up with a rebound with Brown. Brown wanted to pack up the floor. Brown lost the handle, turned it over. Huge collision, no call by the referees. Here goes San Antonio to the rim, and they get the layup. Tre Jones right over Porzingis, scores with a left hand, and a timeout taken on the floor by Joe Mazzulla. Good timeout to burn because Boston had been settling for a lot of tough looks as of late, and they have been going on a scoring drought. Luckily for them, they've been playing some big-time defense, and San Antonio have been missing a ton of shots too lately. Jaylen Brown unhappy about the call with him losing control of the basketball and then a massive collision soon afterwards. So we take the timeout on the floor. Celtics by 8, 27-19 with 2:24 remaining in the first. Yeah, tough possession right there by Brown. Lost the handle, and then the Spurs scored 2 points off of that turnover. Hey, what's good, Joanne? Welcome to the stream. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining back in. Yeah, no problem. Best of luck there in your stream tonight, man. So right now, Indiana State and Drake, the top two teams in the Missouri Valley at 11-2. After that, Belmont's 9-4. Illinois State's 8-5. Evansville is 10-3 for overall record. Going to be coming back to action right now. 2:24 left to go in the first. Celtics get the inbound right to left on the floor. Yeah, Kentucky's really good this year. They're top 10 currently. They got a lot of good first-year players on their team. One of them's Reed Shepherd. He's like a lights-out three-point shooter. Reed Shepherd is the son of Jeff Shepherd, who played in the 1998 championship team for Kentucky. Tatum missed the layup at the rim, a rebound right back to San Antonio. Up the floor, the three missed off the back rim, and a rebound collected by Hauser for Boston. Peyton Pritchard, first time on the floor today for the Celtics. Pritchard floats the pass out to the top. Hauser, catch and fire three right through the chute. He delivers. Great to see the Celtics finally able to knock down a triple so far in this game. They've been a little bit cold as of late. 4 for 10 right now for the perimeter, trying to see if they can get Porzingis going as he's still yet to hit the scoreboard now. Mamakalashavili. He played for Seton Hall for college hoops. He delivers on the three straight away to answer. 8-point game. Tatum at the top. Tatum with 3 so far in this one. Tatum crossover working on Mamakalashavili. Gives it off to Pritchard. Pritchard with a 3. Bricked off the back iron. Tipped up to the corner. Topped out of bounds. Is lost out of bounds. Last lost off of Hauser. Hey, what's good? Happy New Year, Bradley. Hockey from home. Welcome on board, guys. 8-point lead for Boston. Final minute left to go in the first quarter of action. Tre Jones out to his left to Mamu. Mamakalashavili looking to hand it off instead. Fires the pass towards his right to Tre Jones. Outside back to Mamakalashavili. Fires the 3. Skipped around it out as Horford collects the defensive rebound. This has been just a tough game so far offensively between these two teams lately. San Antonio, 3 for 12 from the perimeter. Boston basically live and die by the 3. Right now, they're 4 for 10 from the outside. Porzingis yet to make a 3. Took one from distance again off the catch and fire. Couldn't convert right there as it goes back to the Spurs. So both of these teams right now just not making their shots, even though the Celtics still putting up 30. Doesn't seem that way. Edge of the midcourt logo. 15 seconds approaching the mark remaining. Tre Jones, bounce pass, backdoor come. Mamakalashavili, huge rejection by Porzingis with the Celtics with a basketball here up the floor. Tatum, top of the key. Tatum, shot clock winding down. Tatum stripped and Tatum gets fouled as the clock here will stop with 2.5 seconds. Derek, welcome in. Glad to have you back in the stream, man. Welcome back to the channel, brother. Hey, that's awesome. Congrats there to your newborn, 36 hours old. Congrats, man. Yeah, I saw that score. That's just wild. Arizona got crushed by Stanford today. 2 seconds left to go. Inbound Boston. Tatum at the buzzer. And Tatum tried to float up the shot. It went away from the rim, driving baseline as he airballed it. And we close out at the end of the first quarter. 30-22. Boston 8-point lead currently so far in this game through one in the books. All right, first quarter of action complete. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you guys would like to keep on coming back for future live streams I cover. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play, NBA, also college hoops. In the new year, looking to make a push towards more Celtics streams in the new year. So just an update for you guys. Today I actually updated my streaming provider from Sling over to YouTube TV. So with that, I'll be able to get the Celtics games off the regional channel now. So 2024 big goal of mine is to like make a push towards covering more Celtics games in the new year, but also on like off nights still like covering some like probably like an NBA game on like an off night or so. I'm gonna see if I can cut back on the college stuff, because lately a lot of people have gotten away with like streaming those college games illegally, unfortunately. So yeah, last couple ones that I had for college didn't go so well for like the viewership numbers, because people were showing the actual screen of the games and getting away from them, and just didn't really get taken down or so. Vaughn, welcome in. Charles in the stream, welcome in. Happy New Year to you guys. Glad to have you back in. Quick start for Wemby in this game for San Antonio, keeping the Spurs in it. He's got 8 points so far. Top scorer is Devin Vassell for San Antonio, 9 points for him. It's on 4 for 6 shooting. The Celtics duo today, right out of the gate in this game. Jaylen Brown, Derek White, both of them balling out so far, combining 7 for 8 from the floor, 8 points each between White and Brown. Al Horford has 3 assists. Jason Tatum made the first 3, but he's been scoreless ever since. 3 points by Tatum. And then 6 points from the bench by Luke Cornett so far. But it's been Porzingis who is struggling. Porzingis yet to get anything going. If so, this game would be a blowout through one. But it's an 8-point game currently. We're about to start the second quarter of action. Porzingis, by the way, just 2 points, both to the free throw line. He's 0 for 5 from three-point range, 0 for 6 from the floor. So right now, Porzingis, trouble finding his stroke so far this game. Guess who just found his stroke? Bang, bang. That is good to start off quarter number 2 of action. It is Peyton Pritchard who drills the 3. San Antonio down by 11 with possession. Osman passes left corner, left baseline dribbles, circling around inside the key to give it back to Osman. Drives on Cornett, gutted off the glass. Right-handed layup up and in for 2. Carolyn, welcome in. Jackson, glad to have you in the stream. Thanks for joining in. Tatum. 3 points so far, looking to add to it. Brings a double team at the low block. Floats the pass across to Hauser. Touch pass right corner. Horford with a 3. Oh, he hits it. Rips it through by Big Al Horford. Celtics extend 12-point lead. The first minute of action here of the second quarter. Approaching 11 minutes left to go before halftime. Wemby back on the floor, lobs it off to Osman. Osman backs his way on Pritchard at the mid-block. Swings it out on top. Wemby open 3 straight away. Off the rim, no good. Horford collects the defensive rebound. Al Horford so far, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Inside the starting 5, replacing Holiday, out tonight due to injury. Tatum lobbed down low. Horford kick out to the baseline. Pritchard baseline drive, slips right past Osman, right to the cup, scores up and off the backboard. Peyton Pritchard, bench points coming in. Starting off this second quarter of action, he has got himself 5 off the bench. Down low, Wemby up and in, able to put it through right there. Quick up the floor right back. It's now 38-26. Hey, thanks so much for the sub, Carolyn. Appreciate it. Wemby able to catch the lob right past Luke Cornett and dunk it down with a 2-handed flush. There was contact on the backside. San Antonio got the basketball back. Wemby off the inbound, splashes a 3. The Spurs right back in it now, down by double digits. They trail by 9. Wemby showing up in this game. So far, 13 points on 5 for 9 shooting. Celtics with the ball. Pritchard at the right wing, dribbles towards his left, bounce pass over to Tatum. Tatum elevates for the J, right down the middle, delivers. Oh, baby, Jason Tatum, big-time shot right there off the rainbow. Peyton Pritchard with assist. Trey Jones towards his left, turns the corner, drives on Pritchard. Bounce pass underneath, finds Sohan. Shovels out on the top of the key. They'll move it over to Sohan around the perimeter, working on Cornette. Sohan double-teamed over Cornette. That's a tough shot as he floats it up and scores off the glass. It is good for two by Jeremy Sohan. Patient possession right there for San Antonio. The wingspan of Cornette tried to alter that one, but Sohan able to get it to drop. 16-14 points in the paint in favor of San Antonio. Step back three in the air, missed by Pritchard. Offensive rebound keeps the possession alive by Cornette. Tatum double teamed at the wing. Bounce past Pritchard outside Horford. Horford guarded by Wemby. 6 in the shot clock. Puts the ball back into the hands of Pritchard. Pritchard passes over to Horford. It takes the J and makes it for the 15-footer at the free throw circle. Now they're starting to get their touch going on. Celtics by 11 once again. Wemby at the top working on Horford. Moves it out to his right to Jones. Jones dribbles up inside the key. Floats up the rudder. Trey Jones drops it through for two. We're going back and forth, back and forth. Credit to San Antonio. They're making some tough shots right now to keep themselves in this game. Celtics with possession. Both of these teams 5 for 6 shooting in this quarter. Pritchard outside finds Hauser. Too much space. Catching fire. Missed off the mark, no good at the left wing, and the rebound controlled by the Spurs. Up the floor with Jones. Jones swings it out, right wing perimeter, McDermott. Up fake, passes out to the left wing to Wemby. Wemby, jumper, deep two, over Horford, swoosh. Victor Wembanyama, 15 points out of the 35 so far for the big fella. Celtics 7-point lead. Tatum backs his way past midcourt. Ball poke loose, got it back from behind. Tatum almost lost it, and he gets bumped into and fouled. Down the near side, it's Trey Jones who picks up the reach and foul. They were going on for quite a bit of time currently. And Jason Tatum's slow start for him as well today. Him and Porzingis haven't really been able to get going. Just 5 points by Tatum. Porzingis with just 2 so far, both to the free throw line, 0 for 6 in this game, shooting 0 for 5 from 3-point range. So his shot is off so far by Porzingis. Currently on the bench at the moment, it's Horford, Tatum, Pritchard, Cornette, and Hauser. That's the 5 in the court currently for Boston. Bounce pass over to Tatum. Tatum working on Sohan. 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Jab step, takes the 2, makes the 2. It's a deep one at the left elbow for Jason Tatum. Man, tough shot right there. One-on-one, hand in the face, and Tatum sticks it. Vassell slows down the possession. 12 in the shot clock for San Antonio. Wemby, top of the key towards his right around the perimeter. He dribbles, passes Vassell. Jumper wide open at the baseline, and he connects with it. Somebody missed their mark right there defensively for Boston. Nobody was guarding Devin Vassell. That was just too easy right there. Kind of shocking that he didn't dribble up and try to dunk it home. Hauser. Up fake of the wing. Slides it off to Horford left corner. Horford pass across the floor off to Pritchard. Pritchard drives attack. So nice bounce pass and find Luke Cornette going backdoor. He scores up and in off the backboard. Beautiful dime right there by Peyton Pritchard with an assist. Luke Cornette. Bench points for him. He is up to 8 off the bench so far. Pritchard with 5 bench points. Backdoor layup right back by Jeremy Sohan. 46-39 in the timeout taken on the floor. With 7:03 left to go before halftime. Both of these teams starting off on a roll. Shooting the basketball here. Start to the second quarter. So we take a break from action. Come to the timeout. Wow. Points really starting to drop right now. San Antonio +1 in the second quarter box score. 17-16. Both of these teams just scoring the ball at an efficient clip so far. And both of these teams getting to the paint. That's been a big key so far in this game, has been points in the paint at the moment. 20-18, Spurs +2 points in the paint. The Celtics, 2 more threes than San Antonio, so that's a difference maker right now in this game. Boston shooting the ball pretty well from 3. They could be even better. 6 for 15 from the perimeter at 40%. San Antonio, 4 for 14 at 29%. Ben with a sub. Really appreciate with a sub. Thanks so much, man. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. I cover basketball action on the channel, play-by-play, NBA, also college hoops as well. In the new year, though, going to make a push towards covering more Celtics streams, so if you guys are a Celtics fan, feel free to keep on coming back. I'm going to try to cover as many Celtics games as possible in the new year. That's my big goal for 2024. Upcoming schedule, I plan on being back tomorrow at 3 p.m. covering the Knicks against T-Wolves, and then after that, I plan on covering Celtics Thunder 7 p.m. on Tuesday, so feel free to come on back if you guys would like for that one too. And feel free to hit us up in the chat, by the way, who you guys got tonight in this one here, Celtics, Spurs. So yeah, big goal. I get the Celtics for this one. Big goal for the upcoming year for 2024 is making a push towards more Celtic streams. Originally, I had been mixing like whatever the national TV game was. I would cover that or so for years between NBA and college. The college basketball games for the regular season, unfortunately, have been taking a dip numbers-wise for me because people have been illegally streaming those games now. So I'm going to do a lot more NBA streams. Of course, the NCAA tournament, still plan on covering that because those people that try to get away with those streams during the NCAA tournament get blocked during that time, but the regular season games, not so much. They get away with it, so it doesn't help out my viewership, unfortunately. So it's going to be a lot more Celtic streams, and then whatever the like national NBA game is on whenever the Celtics don't play that night. If I don't have like any games in person that day. We get back to action under 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Tatum, Cornette, outside, Brown, nice pass to the left corner, missed three by Horford, tip back out to Tatum though for the offensive rebound. Pritchard will try a three, right corner, missed off the mark. Horford deflected it right over to Tatum. Tatum drives right to the rim, scores, up and good with a right-handed layup. 2 offensive rebounds on that possession to keep it alive for Boston. Pritchard deflects it out towards the far side. It will stay San Antonio ball. Derek White at the scorer's table about to check in for Boston. And the lethal duo so far this game has been between JB and DW. Jaylen Brown, 8 points for him. Derek White with 8 as well. Jason Tatum, by the way, just got up to 9, but Tatum with a lot more playing time so far. 13 minutes by Tatum, 10 each by White and Brown in this game. Sohan circles around the key, guarded by Cornette. Shovels over to Vassell. Vassell, step back jumper over Tatum. Came up short. Cornette came up with a defensive rebound. Celtics, 9-point lead, looking to add to it. Derek White, 40% plus from the perimeter this season. Sends it off to Brown. Brown at the right elbow. Outside finds White. Takes the three. Off the rim, no good. Cornette tipped it off to Sohan, who came up with a defensive board. San Antonio back with the basketball. Under 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Wemby double team, shoveled down low to the cutter. Jeremy Sohan, he floats it up, he scores, good for 2. Making things really interesting right now for the Spurs. Credit out to San Antonio for competing here in this first quarter of action as Brown missed a layup. Not many foul calls at all in this game as they will go coast to coast. Malachi Branham dunks it down too, and it flush. Plus he got fouled off the backside, and he'll shoot one coming up at the free throw line. San Antonio starting to make a push right now in this one. Young team, and they're playing well right now. Came into this game as a 14.5-point underdog. Derek White picked up the personal foul. Celtics just got to get something out of Porzingis right now. Porzingis just hasn't showed up tonight. 2 points. Free throw is good. Close game right now. They were down by double digits, and now it's a 4-point Boston lead. Celtics 8 for 14 this quarter. San Antonio looking solid at 10 for 12 shooting. Celtics really struggling with interior defense so far in the second quarter of action. White floats the pass off to Porzingis at the free throw circle. Porzingis goes up. Porzingis gets fouled. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. Alejandro, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, appreciate it, Ben, for being a part of the stream, man. Davix on the channel, welcome on board. 2 shots here by Porzingis. First one is good, so he makes the free throw. He's got 3 all at the free throw line so far. Al Horford checks out of the game. He's on the bench currently. Second shot by Porzingis. That rattles in. 6-point Celtics lead. San Antonio with possession. Malachi Branham on the floor with Wembanyama, Julian Champagnie, Devin Vassell, And also Jeremy Sohan. There's a deep range three. Bricked off the back rim. No good for San Antonio. Porzingis collected the defensive rebound. Derek White at the right wing. Hand off to Brown. Brown under 5 minutes left to go. Backs his way on Sohan. Moves it out on top. Porzingis up fake. Bounce pass towards his right over to Brown. Brown with some space. Drives on Wemby. Inside the key. Brown slices defenders. Missed the shot. Tipped off the rim. No good by Boston by O'Shea Brissett as it goes back to San Antonio. Out to the left corner, Vassell sends it off to Wemby. Wemby elevates for the J. Off the front iron, missed. And Porzingis picks up the defensive rebound. White up the floor, going to slow it down. Outside finds Tatum. Tatum takes the three. Makes the three from downtown, baby. Bang, bang for JT as he rips it through the cylinder. Timeout taken on the floor by San Antonio. 4:20 left to go before halftime. Big time triple there for Jason Tatum. The Celtics finally starting to find their stroke from the perimeter in this game as we take the timeout. Boston by 9, 53-44. Hey, thanks so much, Davix. Really appreciate it, man. Happy New Year to you guys, and appreciate you guys for stopping on by. And welcome in from China. Thanks for finding my stream from China. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams I cover. And right now, Jason Tatum heating up. Slow start for him, but getting going. 12 points by Tatum. 5 for 7 shooting, 16 minutes. He's the top scorer so far for the Celtics. 8 points by Derek White. 8 points by Jaylen Brown. 8 points off the bench by Luke Cornett. 5 by Horford. 4 by Porzingis, all at the free throw line. Porzingis yet to make a field goal. He's 0 for 6 from the floor, but still, right now, Boston with a lead. Big-time shots they've been able to make, and not their best from three. They're 7 for 19 from the perimeter, but still getting the job done. This first half's gone by fast. Very few foul calls. Very few free throw attempts. San Antonio just one trip at the 2 trips at the free throw line. They're perfect 2 for 2. 1 free throw made each between Vassell and Branham, and then the Celtics are 6 for 6 at the free throw line. 4 made free throws by Porzingis, the other 2 by Cornett. Riley, Happy New Year, man. Thanks for joining in. Malika, welcome back on the channel. Happy New Year to everybody. By the way, Wemby playing extremely well so far for San Antonio. He's made 3 threes. He's got 15 points for Wemby. It's in 13 minutes so far. Looking great. Devin Vassell's got 11. So those are the top players so far. Braden, welcome back in, man. Happy New Year. Just a quick update for you guys. In 2024, I'm going to be making a push towards covering more Celtics streams. So, I recently, today, I upgraded my TV provider so I can get the Celtics regional channel. So, I'm able to get the channels that the Celtics are on now to cover the game. So, I'm hoping in the new year that I plan on covering more Celtics games. I'm probably going to cover more NBA streams that I did for college in the past because a lot of people have been illegally streaming the college games for other streams, so it's been tough to find my viewers on there. So during the regular season, I'm not going to stream as college that much anymore. Of course, I still plan on covering the March Madness tournament. It's just that it's been really tough in terms of viewership for those college basketball regular streaming games. So it's going to be more Celtic streams and NBA games in the new year. Giselle, welcome in from the Philippines. Thanks for finding the channel. Happy New Year. Back to action. Sandro Kalashvili on the floor with Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan, Malachi Branham, and Champagny. That's the 5 currently on the floor. The shot got blocked, tipped out of bounds. It will still stay San Antonio basketball now. Thanks so much for joining in from the Philippines. Yeah, hit us up in the chat, by the way. Who guys, where are you from out here? A lot of great viewers, especially out in the Philippines. A lot of great viewers internationally here on the channel. Inbound to Sohan. Sohan takes the 3, and it'll be a shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time. He went for an up fake when the shot clock was down to 1 and launched it too late after the buzzer. So Boston gets it back, looking to add to their 9-point lead. Derek White on the floor with Porzingis, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and O'Shea Brissett. That's the 5 on the floor currently for Boston. Porzingis launches, and he's got it. Finally, Kristaps Porzingis, 13-footer straightaway. There was contact going up in the shooting motion, but no call by the referees. 7-zip run by Boston. 3.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Wide open three. Sochan, and he delivers. Rattles in off the rainbow right there for the triple by Jeremy Sochan. Celtics with possession. White swings it out to the wing. Tatum elevates for the J, and he's got it. Oh, baby, Jason Tatum heating up. He has money from the perimeter right now. Boston with an 11-point lead. Baseline drive Sochan. Dish out to the wing off to Champagnie. Champagnie floats him the shot over Porzingis. Gets fouled. And he'll have two coming up. Check that. It's going to be Branham. Malachi Branham. He'll have two shots coming up at the free throw line. Two shots here by Malachi Branham. First shot's good. Quick update, other games going on in the NBA tonight. Pelicans looking good, leading the Lakers 60-45. Thunder up against the Nets 49-44. Celtics taking on the Thunder to open up 2024. That's on Tuesday. I plan on being back on that one, 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Second free throw. Missed off the front room, no good by Branham. There was a game earlier in the NBA that went final. The Hawks won against the Wizards 130-126. Celtics with possession. White towards his right around the perimeter. Drives inside. A key to the rim. He scores up and in with a right-handed layup. Derek White, excellent getting downhill to the rim. So far in this game, he's got double figures. The steal by Brissett. White bounce past the trail over to Brissett in transition. Missed off the mark. Tipped up in the air off the fingertips. Brissett goes out of bounds. They had it right there, just couldn't capitalize out in transition for Boston. So we're now down to around 2:30 left to go before halftime. San Antonio with possession around the perimeter. Devin Vassell, edge of the midcourt logo. Vassell guarded top of the key, drives on Brissett. Pro hop at the free throw circle. Outside finds Sochan. Sochan, spin move inside. Out to the top goes to Vassell. Vassell jumper over Porzingis. Tough look, no good. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Jason Tatum leading the way for Boston. 15 points, just collected rebound number 3. And the ball gets deflected out of bounds by the Spurs as the clock stops with 2:05. Good effort right there by Jeremy Sochan. Yeah, thanks for joining in, Ben. Appreciate it for being a part of the stream. Check that, actually. It will go back to San Antonio, so San Antonio will get this basketball here. Spurs down by 12 with possession. Vassell on the floor and Mamakhalashvili. Sochan. Also, Trey Jones along with Mamakhalashvili as he cuts to the rim and is able to score up and in off the backboard. Branham, the 5th player out on the floor. 10-point game currently. 60-50 with a minute 45 left to go before halftime. Tatum slows down tempo, top of the key. 15 points by Tatum. His pass deflected. Right place, right time. Brissett has a spin move. Gives it off to Porzingis down low. Porzingis going up. Porzingis gets fouled. And this will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line as he draws the personal picked up by Mamakhalashvili. So 2 free throws here by Kristaps Porzingis. He's got 6 so far for this game. First free throw, he gutted a drop. It's good. And everything basically done for the most part tonight by Porzingis at the free throw line. Struggling with efficiency, just hasn't been able to get his shot to drop. Just 1 for 7 right now. But his free throws redeeming himself at the line. He is perfect. Makes the second one. 6 of the 8 so far at the free throw line by Porzingis in the final minute and a half left to go before halftime. San Antonio with the ball. Trey Jones floats the pass off to Sochan. Sochan left elbow back outside finds Jones. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Over to Branham. Slices defenders. Branham up underneath. Kick out to the wing. Goes to the top of the key. Jones. Jones drives on Brissett down to the low block. Swings it out on top. Branham has to take a deep range 3. Got rejected right at the buzzer. That's a shot clock violation. Great defense right there by Boston. The Celtics will get the basketball back with a 12-point lead, looking to add to it in the final minute. 62 in the final minute before halftime. Doesn't really seem like it's 62 in this game. They've had a couple times that they've really struggled. White slicing defenders. White to the rim. Missed off the mark. No good. As Mamakhalashvili collects the defensive rebound. San Antonio with it. Vassell sends it on top to Mamakhalashvili. Hand off top of the key. San Antonio drives, kicks to the corner. Sohan with a 3, missed off the mark, no good. And their 3 is just not dropping as of late. As Tatum has it now past midcourt, back for Boston. Tatum takes the 3, right over Jones. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound, Brissett. White. Porzingis outside White. He's open, launches from distance, and he hits it. Rips it right through. It's good. Derek White makes the 3. The Celtics lead by 15. Big time. You cannot let a 40% plus three-point shooter that wide open. That's exactly what San Antonio did. And Derek White with double figures. He's got 13 points now. 3 for 5 from the perimeter in the final 10 seconds before halftime. Outside the right corner, Brandon bounce pass down to the low block. Jones shovels over to Sohan. Shot clock down to 2. Launches at the buzzer, and he drills it at the buzzer for San Antonio. 0.8 left to go as they take the 3 and make it. Full court shot. Hits the top of the backboard. We close out and go into halftime. 12-point game as we go into halftime. 65 Boston, 53 San Antonio. In a game that has had very few whistles so far in the first half of action. Not many clock stoppages. Jason Tatum able to get going. Big time 3 by Malachi Branham right before the buzzer for the Spurs to cut the Celtics lead to 12. Tatum, top scorer of the game for Boston. He has got 15. Derek White with 13 right behind. Porzingis with 8. Jaylen Brown with 8. Luke Cornett with 8. Total team effort so far right now for the Celtics. Not many turnovers either for Boston. We'll go over some of the keys in this game in a couple moments from now since we reach halftime. Wemby leading the way for San Antonio. 15 points by Wemby. 11 points by Devin Vassell. 9 points by Jeremy Sohan. If you're new in the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, both NBA games for the most part, sometimes college hoops as well. In 2024, I'm going to be making a push towards covering more NBA games, specifically Celtics games in 2024. So if you guys enjoy the Celtics like me, feel free to come on back to as many games as possible throughout the season. Upcoming schedule, I plan on being back tomorrow afternoon covering the Knicks against the T-Wolves at 3 p.m. And also I plan on covering the Celtics once again against the Thunder, 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Excellent game so far between both of these teams. And props out to San Antonio for competing in this game. Not a blowout to the first half of action so far. Boston making 3 more threes than San Antonio. 9 for 23 from the perimeter, 39%. San Antonio, 32% from the perimeter at 6 for 19. The Celtics efficient, 53% shooting, holding San Antonio to just under 47%. Doesn't seem that way, I feel like, because Boston, they've just dominated the glass so far in this game. 27 to 15. And the rebound advantage in favor of the Celtics. They're getting the initial rebound after San Antonio misses, which is critical. They've held San Antonio to just 1 offensive rebound the entire first half of action. The Spurs, though, pretty solid inside the paint today. They lead the paint, scoring 26-24 for San Antonio. And Boston, just before halftime, they got up by their largest lead. It was 15. Now it's down to 12 with a 3 made right before the buzzer by Malachi Branham. But very few fouls, very few turnovers. It's been a good game to watch here. Not choppy whatsoever. Boston perfect at the free throw line, 8 for 8. The Celtics right now rolling without Drew Holiday. No problem. 12-point lead at recess here for the Celtics. So yeah, this has been a fun one so far. We appreciate you guys for stopping on by, being a part here on the channel. Hit us up in the chat, by the way, who you're rooting for in this game, Celtics or Spurs. Feel free to type it in where you guys are from as well. And if you enjoy the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like. It helps out a ton towards this video being found on YouTube. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to come back for future live streams I cover play-by-play of basketball games here, NBA. We're going to be making a push towards much more Celtics streams in the new year in 2024. Also, as well, college hoops. The two biggest times of the channel come March and April, May, and June, and that's when we have March Madness and then NBA playoffs come around during that time, and that's when we have a great time here in these streams. I'll go through the NBA scoreboard actually for you guys since we're right now currently at halftime at the moment. So I'm just going to see if I can get up the NBA scoreboard, and we can do that here in just a moment. So this is what we got currently for the NBA scoreboard for today's games. At the moment here, Pelicans leading the Lakers currently 70-55. Final minute left to go before halftime. The Thunder up over the Nets currently 54-52. And then the Hawks winners today on the road at the Wizards 130-126. So those are games going on currently, or there's one game that's gone final with the Hawks winning by 4 against the Wizards. Starting off any moment from now, 2 games will be happening later tonight between the Magic at the Suns. That will tip off any minute from now, same as the Kings versus Grizzlies. Big matchup though between the Magic and Suns. Orlando looking solid this year, 19-12. Phoenix underwhelming at 16-15 today for their record. And Lakers slipping as of late right now. Lakers trailing by 15, 70-55 against the Pelicans. Currently, Pelicans surpassing the Lakers in the standings, 18-14 record for New Orleans. Lakers down to 17-16 for their record, which would put them at 9th in the West. The Pelicans up to 7th in the West. So right now, just at halftime, Happy New Year to you guys, and thanks all for being a part here. The very successful 2023 that we have had with the channel, and looking forward to keep on growing into the new year, into 2024, and yeah, it should be an awesome time growing in the new year as a channel. Porzingis, really good looks he had in the first quarter, first half of action from three-point range. Just hasn't been able to knock down his threes so far for Kristaps Porzingis. But still, either the way, the Celtics getting the job done tonight in this game. No Drew Holiday. Porzingis with 8 points, 6 of those points at the free throw line, shooting just 0 for 6 from 3, 1 for 8 from the floor. Still, Jason Tatum, he had a slow start, but man, Jason Tatum really heated up in that second quarter. 15 by Tatum, 13 by White. Both of them have made 3 threes each. I mean, just incredible what they can do with their shot making. You got Derek White, who he can attack you more from the rim, but he's also good off the catch from three-point range and with some space. Just so high IQ that he'll take that 3 and he'll make it. That's just too easy for him when it comes down to target range. Jason Tatum, he's just got it in his bag. That he's made some tough shots contested so far in this game for JT. He's also got 2 blocks right now so far. He's been efficient. 15.6 for 9 shooting. 3 for 4 from the perimeter by Jason Tatum. Right now leading the way. Derek White right behind with 13. So a couple more minutes, we'll be back for the second half of action. Luke Cornett, great start for him off the bench as well. 8 points for him off the bench. Couple lobs that he was able to send down at the rim. Celtics with bench points. They got 16 bench points currently in the first half of action. San Antonio right now with 11 bench points currently going into halftime. Hey, what's good, Ron? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Right now, just at halftime, if anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball channel membership. Channel memberships is as low as $1.99 per month, and what channel memberships gets you is special shout outs at the end of each and every single one of my live streams that I cover at the end of each and every single one of those. So that link is posted in the description below this video. I also just posted a link in the chat as well, and all those links between my Twitter link, Discord link, memberships link, and then the merchandise link as well. We got a lot of cool stuff on the merchandise site: short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers, sweatshirts. All those links are posted in the description below this video. Yeah, I was looking up that score. It's crazy. Stanford destroyed Arizona today, 100-82 for college hoops. That is insane. I mean, it just goes to show that no team is safe this year. Like, not even 2 weeks ago, we were talking about Arizona making another run to like a deep run in the NCAA tournament, and now they've got some pretty bad losses. They lost against Florida Atlantic a week ago, and then they lost against Stanford today, and then FAU lost against Florida Gulf Coast. I mean, it's just so wonky. Like, how in the world do you rank Arizona now? Like, I'm interested to see like what happens with them in the rankings, how far they'll go down because of some bad losses that they've suffered. Like some of those losses that looked good at first, but now they've just gotten even worse. Celtics taking on the Thunder. I plan on covering that game at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Feel free to join in if you guys would like to as well. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m., covering the Knicks against the T-Wolves if you'd like to join in for that game. About to get rolling here for the second half of action in just a moment. And Jason Tatum, big first half, 15 points leading the way. Derek White right behind with 13. And Wemby, great start for him for San Antonio. Has got 15 at halftime. Just hanging out with the family after this. So yeah, I'll have like 2 hours or so hanging out with the family, just watching TV and watching the ball drop. I was over my girlfriend's place this weekend, so we were hanging out this weekend. Yeah, thanks so much, everybody, for a successful 2023, and looking forward to an even greater 2024. Really looking forward to see what this channel can accomplish. We're just under 300 subscribers away from 25,000 on the channel, so I cannot believe it. Once I started off this channel almost 5 years ago, I can't believe like how far we've come and how far this channel has grown. So yeah, big props to you guys, and thanks so much, everybody, for making this channel be a part in making this channel happen. Yep, still got Santa behind me. Santa's gonna keep on coming back for some of the streams. I'll probably keep him up for like another week or so for Santa. Yeah, hope so, man. Yeah, really optimistic about 2024. I really hope that this is going to be a good year. Yeah, actually, one of the guys that I've been announcing for too, he was doing stats at the game yesterday. He's the athletics communications person that I work with when I announce games in person. He's trying to get me on board to write like post-game recaps for the athletics teams over at his college there that I already announced for. So that'd be a really good way to get in to doing like athletics communication. So that would be pretty cool. Alphonse, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by from the Philippines. Happy New Year to you. Thanks for finding my channel. Here we go, about to start the third quarter of action. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. Boston shooting the ball extremely well in the first half. 53% from the floor. They're plus 12 in the glass, 27-15 through one half, and looking to see if they can carry this over into half number 2 for the Celtics, looking to close out 2023 with a W. And they are currently on a 5-game winning streak. Top team in the NBA, 25-6 record. San Antonio, bottom of the West at 5-26. Celtics came into this game as a 14.5-point favorite. As we start off the third quarter of action, Brown jumper, and it bounces in. That is good at the free throw circle. It's good for 2 by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, first basket in quite a while. He's up to 10 now, double figures. Tatum with 15, 13 by White. Brown, the third Celtic to get there tonight with 10 now. Top of the key, Vassell. He drives inside, floats it up off the mark, no good, but results in the foul picked up here by Boston. Not too many trips to the free throw line at all today. Celtics perfect 8 for 8 on free throws. San Antonio 2 for 2. And this will be called a foul on the floor, so San Antonio will get the inbounds. The Spurs inbound it over to Wemby. Wemby fires the pass. Left corner. Missed the mark, though. A Sohan that sails out of bounds. Miscommunication right there between Wemby and Sohan. Sohan not in his spot at the left corner. Wemby way too strong in that pass. White around the perimeter finds Porzingis. Porzingis, 8 points for him. Just one made field goal. Tatum has it. Steps into a 3. Oh, he's got it. Yeah, baby. Jason Tatum rips it through the cylinder. Largest lead tonight for Boston. Jason Tatum money, 18 points, 70% shooting in this game. Right back with a layup. It is made up and in off the backboard by Malachi Branham for 2 for San Antonio. Props to the Spurs tonight for keep on competing in this game right now. Porzingis, bounce pass over to Brown, rolls down to the rim. Brown, hard contact, gets fouled. Jaylen Brown working on Vassell, one-on-one at the rim. This will send Brown to the free throw line. Will shoot 2. And the Spurs will actually challenge this foul call right now, picked up on the floor. So San Antonio is going to challenge it. They thought it was clean defense by Devin Vassell and a miss by Jaylen Brown. So right now this will be under review as the officials walk to the monitor. We'll take a break from action. 10:43 left to go in the third quarter. Boston leading the Spurs by 15. Great start here in the third for the Celtics. Jason Tatum just stepped into a wide open 3 and drilled it. Right now, Boston 5-2 advantage at the beginning of the third. Pelicans looking good tonight. Pelicans up at the half over to Lakers, 74-57. Lakers really struggling lately. They're about to go to 500. Thunder leading at the half, 59-56 over the Nets. Grizzlies, Kings tipped off. It's now 14-12 Memphis. And then Phoenix tipped off against the Magic. It's 19-6. 16-9. 16-9 Phoenix leading against Orlando. So those are some of the other games going on in the NBA. And the Hawks won by 4 against the Wizards today, 130-126. So right now we're on a timeout. If you're new in the stream, feel free to smash that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified here for future live streams, and Happy New Year, everybody. And feel free to hit us up in the chat as well. Who you guys like tonight in this game here, Celtics or Spurs? Ron, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Things going pretty well. Charliso, welcome back in the stream. Happy New Year to you as well. Under 4 hours away on the East Coast from New Year's. Celtics going to be celebrating New Year's a little later this year. Right now in Texas at the Frost Bank Center, taking on the Spurs tonight. Boston comfortable 15-point lead currently, as the last possession was ruled a coach's challenge by San Antonio. Initial call blocking foul charged to Devin Vassell. Jaylen Brown got fouled, and looks like Jaylen Brown will head to the free throw line. So Jaylen Brown will shoot 2 free throws here. 10:43 left to go in the third. First one is good. So San Antonio charged with a timeout. They lost their challenge. And the free throw is good. Good to see that. Jaylen Brown makes both of the free throws. By the way, Boston perfect tonight so far at the free throw line, 10 for 10. San Antonio with possession. Wemby swings it across the floor to Champagnie. Champagnie, his dish over to Sohan off the fingertips, turns it over. San Antonio starting to get sloppy with the basketball right now. It's their youth starting to show in this game against a veteran Boston Celtics squad. Celtics without Drew Holiday tonight, no problem at all, though, with a 17-point lead looking to build to it. Boston with it. Tatum takes the 3. Bricked off the back rim. Horford comes out with a big, strong offensive rebound. The possession continues. Brown, top of the key, jacks up the 3, and he hits it. Bang, bang, baby. He takes it, and he makes it for Jaylen Brown. Everything clicking right now for Boston. Largest lead tonight. They're up by 20. San Antonio with possession. Vassell, guarded by White, top of the key, moves it out to his left to Champagnie. Back into the hands of Vassell. 10 minutes left to go in the third. Outside finds Sohan. Sohan with a 3 comes up short. Brown collects the defensive rebound. Outlet ahead of the pack. Derrick White tears it down with a 2-handed flush. And a timeout taken on the floor by San Antonio. 77-55 to score with 9:50 left to go in the third quarter, as the Boston Celtics out on a run here. 12-2 start in the third quarter of action results in a San Antonio timeout called by head coach Pop of the Spurs. This is the Boston Celtics team that we know. Boston taking control of this game right now through 18 points by Jason Tatum, 15 points by Derrick White, 15 points by Jaylen Brown, JB getting going. And Jaylen Brown, by the way, he's got 7 out of the 12 points in this third quarter. Excellent trio tonight scoring-wise for the Celtics between Tatum, White, and Brown. They are going off in this one tonight. They are balling. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Right now in this timeout, and the Celtics are clicking. 55% from the floor. 28 for 51 for Boston. Their threes were struggling early, but now they've got them. 11 for 26 tonight. 42% from 3. Perfect. 10 for 10 at the free throw line. Everything going their way for the Celtics. Just 5 total turnovers, 17 assists. And San Antonio making a lot of young mistakes early on in this third quarter currently. The Spurs also moving the ball well, though. They got 17 assists to the 5 turnovers. Wow, so both of these teams have the same amount of assists to turnovers. Though San Antonio barely turned it over in the first half. They turned it over a couple times here in the third, though. Some tough passes that they've had. The Celtics just dominant on the glass as well. They're 30-15 on the rebounds. 6-1 in the offensive glass. And how that possession was set up, Al Horford had a major offensive rebound through traffic. That was a part of that. So the last basket they got, and before the outlet pass to the dunk by White, Jaylen Brown had made the 3. That was initially off the offensive rebound by Horford. That was a really tough offensive board he got. He was between like 2 Spurs players. So man, just another brand of basketball being played here by Boston. We've yet to see it tonight. Maybe we'll see the Jaylen Brown Rushak teardown with that monstrous poster jam he's done a couple times this season for JB. Hoping to see that sometime this season. 30, 67, and 30, including the postseason for the Celtics in their 2023 year in review. Jason Tatum with over 2,500 points in 2023. Here we go back to action. Largest lead of the game, Celtics by 22. Wemby hands it off the round of perimeter. Champagnie puts the ball into the hands of Branham. Bounce pass over to Wemby at the left elbow. Wemby working on Horford. Wemby, his bounce pass directly to Porzingis, and the youth really showing up in San Antonio. That's an easy steal. Tatum at the right wing perimeter. Tatum, bounce pass Horford. Horford outside finds Tatum. Shot clock down to 12. Up by 22. Tatum floats the pass right corner. Horford takes the three. Off the rim. No good. Tipped off the glass. Offensive rebound right back to Boston by Derek White. Tatum around the perimeter with a new 14 on the shot clock. Bounce pass behind his back. Sets up Derek White with a three. Missed off the back of no good. And the rebound controlled by Wemby. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Wemby, bounce pass left corner to Champagnie. Champagnie turns the corner in the key. His pass deflected by Porzingis out to the right corner, though, with a three that missed off the mark, no good, by Branham for San Antonio. Celtics have it back again. Porzingis. Down to the mid-block. Porzingis. Kick out to the wing. Horford. Touch pass off the Brown. Right baseline dribble. Right to the rim. Ducks it down. Jaylen Brown right there with an emphatic slam as he's able to dribble baseline. Right past Sohan with a two-handed throwdown dunk. A three right back by Vassell at the wing. Cuts the score to 21. Celtics with it. Brown spin move. Dish out to the right wing. Porzingis swings it across the floor. White. Touch pass top of the key. Tatum takes the three. Bricked off the back rim. Horford deflects in the backcourt. Went directly to Wemby though. Wemby to the rim. Oh, he dunks it through. 7'5" big fella. Looking like he's going to go up into a layup motion. Soared up high. Well above the rim. And Victor Wembanyama just tears it down with a right-handed punch down. Under 8 minutes left to go here in the third. Up fake at the top. Porzingis gets past Wemby. Slides it out to his right. White. Out to Tatum at the corner. Tatum with a three. Missed off the mark. No good. And Wembanyama comes out with a defensive rebound. 19-point game. Wemby up the floor. Wemby open three. Steps into it. Missed off the rim. No good. Tatum collects the defensive board. And Tatum looking to push it here. Off the Brown. Backs his way. Brown drives. Splits defenders to the cup. Jaylen Brown gets fouled. That's going to be charged to Champagnie. Jaylen Brown going to shoot two, coming up at the free throw line as the clock stops. Oh, that would be something there. If JB is able to posterize Wemby at some point in this game, that would be a major wow. Wemby, a dunk out in the fast break. Tonight he's got 17, averaging a double-double this season at 18.8 points per game, 10.4 rebounds per game. Tonight, though, just the Celtics just wearing down Wemby in the glass. Wemby limited to just 2 rebounds with his size tonight. The top rebounder, by the way, for San Antonio is Sandro Mamakhalashvili off the bench. He has 4 rebounds in just 11 minutes. First free throw missed off the mark, no good by Jaylen Brown. Second shot by Brown at the free throw line, and that one's no good as well. Tip in, right back though. It's Porzingis able to tip it in for 2. They get the 2 points back anyway. San Antonio down by 21. Wemby top of the key. Hand off to Champagnie. Moves the ball to his left. To Branham. 14 to zip. Second chance points in favor of Boston tonight. San Antonio really pouring the rebounding display tonight in this game. Wemby baseline to the rim. Scores the layup. 19-point advantage for Boston. Brown up the floor. Takes the three. Makes the three. Bang, bang from downtown by Jaylen Brown. Everything connecting for the Celtics tonight right now. That's 3-point make number 12. Above 38% from the perimeter currently. Jaylen Brown, 20 points leading the way for Boston. Champagnie missed off the back rim on the open 3. Horford with a rebound. Al Horford tonight, 7.7 rebounds. White off to Horford. Baseline jumper for Big Al, and he connects on it. Al Horford getting into the scoring column right now. It's 86-62. 6:20 approaching the mark remaining. The 3 missed off the mark. Wemby right there to clean it up, though, with a right-handed putback jam. So Victor Wembanyama getting a lot of usage today out of this game as he leads the way for San Antonio. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. No blocks, though, for Wemby tonight. Brown Got the handle back guarded by Wemby. Swings it out right corner. Horford in the quarter play off to Porzingis. Porzingis, 5 in the shot clock. Takes the jumper inside the key. Rolled around the rim and out. As San Antonio came up with a defensive rebound. Deflected by Brown though with a steal. Over to White with a trail. Oh, he throws it down with a right-handed dunk. Oh, baby. Defense in the backcourt. Jaylen Brown with a steal. Off to White. Punching it through. That's how you finish right there with a right-handed hammer. 5:40 left to go in the third. San Antonio with poor ball control right there in their own backcourt. They'll try again in their front court. Wemby takes the three, missed off the front iron, no good. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Tatum, crossover at the wing, guarded by Sohan one-on-one. Tatum, 15 on the shot clock. Tatum drives inside. Tatum, dish over to Porzingis. Underneath the low post, Porzingis up in with a two-handed flush. Right next to Wemby, tears down a Rushek. They got 90. Just above 5 minutes left to go off the fingertips of Wemby. Far side of the floor, turnover. Jaylen Brown with a steal out in the open. Oh, he ducks it through with a right-handed hammer. If you're San Antonio, you're going to burn a timeout. And they still keep on playing with under 5 minutes left to go. 11-2 run by the Celtics in the previous 2 minutes. The Spurs, Wemby, down low, missed the mark over Porzingis, bumped into and fouled. 2 free throws coming up at the line by Wemby here. 4:48 left to go. Jaylen Brown with a beautiful dime off the steal. Shovel to White is just too easy when you got numbers in the 2-on-1 off a turnover. And then Jaylen Brown behind the defense off the steal just throws it down with a right-handed flush. Alberto, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it for finding the stream. Victor Wembanyama. 2 free throws here at the line for San Antonio. First one's good. He's the top scorer today. Sam Hauser checks into the game. Looks like you're going to use the Celtics reserves remaining part of this game most likely, as this game right now is a blowout. Wemby with 20. After that, Vassell with 14, Brandon with 11. Those are the top 3 scorers in double figures for San Antonio. Celtics 4 players double figures as Wemby hits the second free throw now with 21. Boston led by Jaylen Brown. He's got 22. 18 points by Tatum, 17 by White, 12 by Porzingis. Celtics with possession. Porzingis on the floor with Brown, Hauser, White, and Horford. Tatum currently on the bench, resting at the moment. Brown gets fouled as he'll shoot 2 coming up at the line. 4:34 remaining. If you're new in the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams I cover. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, NBA for the most part. 2024, we're going to be making a big push towards covering as many Celtics games as possible, so feel free to be a part here on the channel. This year, going to be a great year for the channel. Second free throw is good. Both of them go down at the free throw line for Jaylen Brown. He leads the way for Boston tonight. He's got 24. 29-13 run for the Celtics in the last 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Trey Jones drives inside the key, right on White. Scoop score up and in off the backboard. Gets the layup. Celtics with possession. Brown at the left wing perimeter. Brown drives downhill. Kick out to the corner. O'Shea Brissett with the basketball. Dribbles towards his left. Finds Porzingis. Porzingis up fake top of the key. Porzingis drives downhill. Backs his way inside the low post. Porzingis puts up the shot. Banks it up. Banks it through. It is good for 2. Right past Dominic Barlow. Able to bank it home up and then off the backboard by Porzingis. Vassell off the mark. Misfired. As the Celtics came up with a rebound. Brown looking to add to it in this game. Almost a 30-point advantage. Porzingis takes the 3. Off the front, no good. Porzingis still yet to connect from 3-point range tonight. 0 for 7 from the perimeter. Osman. Low block. Outside. Finds Branham. Branham guarded by Hauser. Branham underneath. Branham off the front, no good. These are tough looks that San Antonio is getting right now. The runner, Vassell, up and good for 2. There's our very rare second chance points. That, by the way, is the first bucket off a second chance point basket tonight for San Antonio. Came with just above 3 minutes left to go in the third. Jaylen Brown to the rim. Split defenders. Couldn't finish, though, right over Barlow. Barlow up the floor. Finds Trey Jones. Outside of Branham. Steps into a wide open 3, and he missed that as well. San Antonio struggling from three-point range all throughout the course of the season. That's been a strong suit for the Celtics right now. Boston, 37.5% from the perimeter. San Antonio, just under 26% from the outside in this game. 12 made threes by Boston, just 7 made threes by San Antonio. White at the wing, lobs it over to Brown. Brown down to 5 in the shot clock. Brown, jumper, 18-footer straight away. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound. Shea Brissett at the rim, no good. Second chance, missed off the mark again. Loose ball, finally pulled down by the Spurs by Barlow. Under 2.5 left to go. San Antonio in a massing scoring drought lately here in this third as they attack the paint, and Derek White picks up the blocking foul. So this will be 2 free throws coming up at the line for the Spurs now as the clock stops at 2:19. Jaylen Brown with 24, Wemby with 21. Porzingis, by the way, the rebound leader tonight in this game. He's got 9 rebounds. 2 shots here at the free throw line for Dominic Barlow for San Antonio, and the first one is no good. Bounced off and out. Tatum checks back on the floor, same as Peyton Pritchard, as Derek White, Jaylen Brown will head back to the bench, get some rest. Jaylen Brown's been excellent tonight, by the way. 24 points for him, and that's on 9 for 13 shooting. Second free throw is good by Dominic Barlow for the Spurs. 25-6 Boston for their record this season. San Antonio, the complete opposite, 5-26. Top team in the NBA going up against the worst in the rest. Tatum takes the 3, and he makes it. Jason Tatum, like butter, right there from the perimeter, puts 99 on the board for Boston. He has got 21 tonight. Top of the key here for McDermott. McDermott, pressure by Tatum, moves it out right corner. Barlow, his pass, deflected into the backcourt, though. Good hustle by Pritchard, almost came up with a steal. Seti Osman, guarded by Pritchard. Spin move inside the key. Osman rejected by Porzingis. Back it goes to Jones. Shot clock down to 1. Kick out to the wing. They couldn't get it off in time. That's a missed 3. Shot clock violation charged to the Spurs, so we'll go back to the Celtics. 1:39 left to go. Six to 0 block shots tonight, by the way, in favor of Boston in this game right now. Tatum, top of the key, guarded by Osman. Tatum drives downhill to the rim. Tatum, nice move, and he finishes up and in off the backboard. It is good for 2 by Jason Tatum with a layup. Just everything firing on all cylinders tonight for the Celtics, putting up triple digits on the scoreboard right now, leading by 30. Taking care of business here. 14.5 point favorites. Big time favorites on the road to close out 2023. In this game tonight, looking for them to keep that momentum rolling into 2024 for Boston. Quick adjustment on the clock as we approach the 1 minute mark left to go. In time here, San Antonio gets the layup. Celtics with possession. Tatum, 23, looking to add to it. Tatum takes the 3, skipped around the rim and out. Trey Jones collects the defensive rebound. Outlet pass ahead. Barlow couldn't even make a simple layup. Off the rim, he got rejected. Tatum gave it away. Rare Celtics turnover. Barlow floats up the shot, missed off the back iron, tipped over to Hauser for the defensive rebound. Pritchard up the floor. Over to Porzingis. Porzingis grabbed, and Porzingis gets fouled. He puts it up and puts it through. Will they award him the bucket or not, or will that be on the floor? Called by the officials. He was held when he went up into the shooting motion by Porzingis, and I believe they will not count the bucket. Seti Osman held him up. Free throw line frequently in this game for Porzingis, where he is a perfect 6 for 6. By the way, he's got double figures on the board. Tatum, jumper, rainbow. Oh, he hits it. Jason Tatum lighting up the board. He's got 25 right now. The Celtics lead by 30. 103-73. Final 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Tre Jones has the ball left wing perimeter. He's defended by Pritchard. Jones. Double team by Tatum as he comes along. Pass off to Barlow. Barlow drives downhill, dumps it over. They swing it out to the wing. A low percentage shot on a three. McDermott, though, delivers. 27-point lead for Boston. Final 5 seconds left to go here in the third. Down to the low block. Hauser floats up the shot right at the buzzer. And that is Pritchard who gets it. At the low left block right there by Peyton Pritchard at the buzzer. He scores, and we close out at the end of the third quarter of action. 105 Boston, 76 San Antonio. Big explosive third quarter. The Celtics outscored the Spurs 40-23 in the third quarter of this game and looking to carry this momentum over from 23 into the 2024 year for the Boston Celtics. Big things to come in 2024 for the C's. What a game for Boston. Looking forward to what this season could become for the Celtics as we close out through 3 quarters in the books. Hit us up in the chat if you guys are new in the stream. Spike the thumbs up. Hit that like if you're new. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams I cover. I cover basketball action on the channel, play-by-play, both NBA. Majority will be NBA for my streams in the upcoming new year here on the channel. If you guys are a Celtics fan, feel free to keep on coming back. I plan on covering much more Celtics streams throughout the new year as well on the channel. So happy New Year to everybody. Or if you're on the East Coast like me, New Year's is coming in just above 3 hours. I'll be back tomorrow. I plan on covering the Knicks against the T-Wolves to start off 2024 tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'll be back on Tuesday covering Celtics Thunder 7 p.m. for the next Celtics game. Boston just firing on all cylinders tonight. Incredible game. Dominant on the glass as well. 44-26, Boston on the glass, +7 in offensive rebounds. You can just see the Celtics want it a whole lot more than San Antonio. Boston super hungry. 13 of 34 from the perimeter at 38%. San Antonio really struggling from 3 at just 8 for 29 in this game, just under 28% from 3. A big difference, basically like a 10% difference between field goal shooting percentage and three-point shooting percentage between both of these teams. And also for the Celtics, what had been their Achilles heel consistently throughout the playoffs has been too many turnovers. Tonight, no Jrue Holiday, no problem for Boston. Just 7 total turnovers this entire game. San Antonio started to struggle with the basketball in the third. They have turned it over 11 total times now through 3 quarters of action. Here we are, start to the fourth quarter. Boston up big in this game. Looking to close out 2023 with a W to make it 6 straight. Entering 2024. Wemby with the ball at the left wing. Wemby jacks up the 3. Wemby missed off the back rim, no good. O'Shea Brissett came up with a defensive rebound. 5 on the floor to start off the fourth for the Celtics look like this. Peyton Pritchard, Jason Tatum, O'Shea Brissett, Sam Hauser, Luke Cornett. Hauser moves it off to Cornett towards his right. Hauser at the right corner perimeter. Passes back outside into the hands to Pritchard. Pritchard drives inside the key. Pritchard slips right past the defense, and he scores with a left hand. Up and in. Good for 2 with a left-handed layup. Burst of speed right there off the dribble. Shown by Peyton Pritchard for Boston. Outside the perimeter, Tre Jones takes a 3. That comes out way short. And an offensive foul picked up. Charged to Seti Osman pushing off. Trying to come up with a rebound. It will go back to Boston. 11-12 left to play in a game that is all Celtics with a 31-point advantage. 25 points by Jason Tatum, 24 by Jaylen Brown, 17 by White, 14 by Porzingis, 4 in double figures. Pritchard looking to get there. He's got 9. Handoff Hauser takes the 3 off the handoff. Nothing but net. He hits it. Silky stroke right there by Sam Hauser as it hits bottom. Celtics with their 14th made 3 just a moment ago. San Antonio with possession. Wide open 3, Tre Jones. Bricked off the back rim, tipped up, and the battle for the loose ball comes out with it with Brissett. Out in the open floor, soars up, scores the layup in the foul. The offensive rebound was over Wemby to get that basketball right there for O'Shea Brissett as he takes it up the floor down the near side and cashes home the layup plus the foul. In transition, able to slip right past Tre Jones right to the cup. What a game tonight for Boston. .10:34 left to go. One free throw here by O'Shea Brissett. Missed off the back rim. San Antonio came up with a defensive rebounds. Celtics right now, 36.5 point spread. Currently by Fanatics Sportsbook. That's insane on the spread because coming into the game, they were a 14.5 point favorite, and hopefully it took the Celtics in the points for this one tonight. Inbound for San Antonio. Osman, kick out to the wing, catch and fire three. Vassell rolls around the rim, goes in as he drills the three ball. Celtics back with possession. We see the first time on the floor, number 45, Delano Banton, former Toronto Raptor, currently in the court right now for Boston to get the reserves into the game. Pritchard floats it up over the top for Luke Cornett, who throws it down with a two-handed alley-oop jam. Luke Cornett getting going into action. He's got double figures now with 10 points on a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor. Wemby moves the pass inside as we have a reach and foul picked up by Boston. 9:48 left to go. San Antonio played a close and competitive first quarter against Boston. It was 30-22 at the end of one. Celtics went into halftime up 65-53, but the third and the fourth quarter, it's just been all Boston. Boston with a big third quarter outscored San Antonio 40-23. Missed three. Goes all the way off the top of the backboard to the top of the shot clock and out of bounds by Boston. That was by Pritchard, who missed the three off back rim. Spurs will have possession. Down to 9.5 left to go. This game has flown on by tonight. I thought I'd be getting out of this stream around like 9:40 or so. It's 8:45 and we're down to almost 9 minutes remaining in this game. Banton off to Hauser. Hauser low block. Moves down on top. Cornett over to Pritchard. Pritchard at the left wing perimeter. Crossover. Double team. Bounce past Banton. Banton up fake. Gets past Wemby. Banton Eurostep. Kick out. Corridor. Open three. Sam Hauser. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. And the rebound controlled by Wemby for San Antonio. 9 minutes left to go now. Tre Jones. This game has barely had any clock stoppages. Not many turnovers. Not many fouls. It has flown on by like a breeze. And there we have a foul. Plus a free throw coming up in the bucket. Devin Vassell Houdini right there. That's the best possession all game long for the Spurs as he goes turnaround inside the key. Floats up a wild shot. Able to get it to drop. Working on Banton. Plus the foul. Wow, yeah, this stream's gone by fast. We've been in this stream for around an hour and 50 minutes right now, and this game is almost done. In a blowout, 114-81. Wemby takes a seat on the bench currently. Recent news was breaking a couple of days ago that Wemby, he's been dealing with a little bit of soreness for him, so he's not going to play back-to-backs for a while for Wemby. They had 1 day of rest in between for this game, which made him available. Hauser, left baseline dribble with an opening. That's too easy. Sam Hauser tearing down the roof shack. There's the two-handed flush. That's as easy as it could get right there. Somebody forgot their defensive assignment guarding Sam Hauser to the rim. Hauser now with 8 points. Celtics just keep on piling the points up in this one tonight. 8:20 left to go. Hauser around the perimeter. Initially, we thought it was a steal, but he picked up the foul. Tre Jones, his lob. Look at the go towards Mamakala-Shavili. Sailed it out of bounds. Turnover. The Celtics have it back, up by big. 116-82, 25 by Tatum, 24 by Brown, 17 by White, 14 by Porzingis, 11 by Hauser, 10 by Cornet. Multiple players in double figures as they rattle it in from distance. Sam Hauser, bang, bang, drills the triple, and a timeout taken on the floor by San Antonio. 119-82 with 8 minutes left to play. It is all Celtics tonight to close out the 2023 year with a W. They'll improve to 26-6 overall after this game is set. What a game for Boston. 6 players, double figures. I mean, they're on a collision course this year to making a very, very deep run. Took care of business tonight against the Spurs. Unlike how a couple nights went against Detroit, and Detroit put them into overtime. Toronto put a really close game against them, and just taking care of business tonight in their final game of the year against San Antonio, wrapping up 2023. Really looking forward to what this team can accomplish into 2024. The Celtics, 57% shooting from the floor tonight, at 46 for 81. San Antonio limited to 43% from the floor. Big difference maker. Boston, 46-28 on rebounds in this game. And then also turnover issues by San Antonio, especially in the second half. Boston just with 7 total turnovers, 12 turnovers by San Antonio. Points in the paint. Boston +6, 48-42. That's helped out the Spurs keep themselves in the game a little bit in the first and second quarter, was points in the paint. But, man, once the Celtics took their threes and made their threes, just watch out. And Boston, 15 for 37 from three-point range, 40% from three. And the Celtics have yet to lose a game where they've shot the ball 33% from three or greater. And tonight they're at 40.5%. And this one, no way they ain't losing it. They're up big in the final 8 minutes. Going to make it 6 straight for Boston. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well, and thanks so much all for joining in, and Happy New Year, everybody. Feel free to come back tomorrow. I plan on being back for Knicks against T-Wolves at 3 p.m. tomorrow if you guys would like to join in for that. If not, feel free to come back on Tuesday night. I plan on covering the Celtics against Thunder on Tuesday night as well. Harry, welcome in, man. Thanks for stopping by. That's awesome. So your dream came true this year. A PA announcer for you. That's awesome. So start PA announcing high school sporting events. That's great, man. Yeah, best of luck in the future. So since you do high school sporting events, I would recommend reaching out to the athletics communication director for like Division III colleges to see if you can get a start in PA announcing at like a Division III program. That's how you like get a start in college. So on like the staff websites for the athletics pages, they're either called athletics communications directors or they're called SIDs, which are sports information directors. And then if you email those people and tell them that you're like a PA announcer at the high school level looking to see if you can get experience at the college level, that's something potentially that you could do. Probably would have to be done, just like send them over like a resume and like a cover letter of interest too, because that's how I got a lot of the play-by-play jobs for webcast stuff, was by sending them resumes, cover letters, and then demos of what I've done. Couple missed shots here coming back from the timeout. Boston with it. Peyton Pritchard floats it up over the top, right back to Cornet. Couldn't put it home, though, as he was turned backwards to the rim. San Antonio comes up with a basketball, drives baseline to the cup, and they scored a layup in the foul. So one free throw coming up at the line. That is Devontae Graham, number 4 for the Spurs. I legit forgot about Devontae Graham. A couple of years ago, he was averaging around 18 points per game for Charlotte. He was one of the sixth-man candidates, I believe, around the 2019-20 season for Devontae Graham, but he went to New Orleans after that, really struggled to carve out playing time in the rotation at New Orleans, and here he is in the back portion of the rotation on San Antonio in a struggling 5-win team and a very, very young roster. Free throw is good by Devontae Graham. Celtics up big with the basketball. Cornet on the floor with Delano Banton also out there couple other players as well, as Luke Cornett gets 12 points right now, able to throw down the dunk. Two-handed flush by Cornett, 120-plus burger on the board here for the Celtics. Jumper by Barlow. Barlow missed off the mark. Banton collects the defensive rebound. Svi Mikulik also out on the floor as well. Pritchard pro hop inside the key. Swings it out to the wing. Here's a three catch and fire. Mikulik off the mark, no good. The rebound controlled by San Antonio. Also number 77, Lamar Stevens from Penn State on the floor as well for the Celtics. At the wing, it goes to Mamukelashvili. Approaching the 6-minute mark, left to go. Backs his way, takes the jumper, connects on it. Inside the key for Mamo for two. Sandro Mamukelashvili tonight, he's got himself off the bench. 7 points, and you know it's been a tough game for San Antonio when he's tied for the top rebounder alongside 7'5" Victor Wembanyama, and both have just 6 total rebounds to 3. Missed off the front rim by McCulloch, right back to the Celtics though with offensive rebound, and then they get deflected, stole away. Graham over the top off to Barlow. Transition points right there for San Antonio for 2. Down to 5:30 left to go. Boston gonna improve to 6 straight victories in a row, 26-6. The top team in the NBA. Pritchard turns the corner. Pritchard drives to the rim. Pritchard from behind gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line here by Peyton Pritchard. 5:17 remaining. Excellent 2023 it was on the channel, and looking to continue to grow here in 2024 with you guys, and really appreciate every single one of you that stopped on by on my streams this year. It's been incredible having you guys be a part of the channel and seeing it grow as we're making a push towards 25,000 subscribers here on the channel. Second free throw by Peyton Pritchard, missed off the mark as well. That's very rare for him to miss 2 straight free throws. At the line for Pritchard, number 88 for the Celtics comes in for the first time today with Namias Keita. Barlow cuts to the hoop and dunks it down with a two-handed throwdown. 30-point game. 5 minutes left remaining. Celtics with the basketball at the left wing perimeter. Banton. Banton drives downhill to the rim. Banton will draw the foul. So he attacked on Devontae Graham, who picked up the personal foul. Down to 4:53 remaining. Two shots here by Banton. First one's good. Second free throw is good as well. San Antonio with possession. At the left corner, Mamukelashvili, that 3 is well off the mark as he jacked it up from the left corner. Up the floor here with Banton. Banton accelerates to the cup. Banton missed the layup, but again, he will head back to the free throw line. Back-to-back trips here by Delano Banton on attack mode here for Boston. Excellent game by Boston tonight, taking care of business against a 5-26 San Antonio Spurs team. Other games going on in the NBA look like this tonight. The Pelicans leading the Lakers. Lakers slipping back currently 110-95. LeBron with 34. Zion's got 24 for New Orleans. And Pelicans lead with 8:45 left to go. 91-82 Thunder up against the Nets. Celtics will get the Thunder next. I'll be back on the call on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. for Celtics versus Thunder. I'll also have Knicks against T-Wolves tomorrow at 3 p.m. Kings lead the Grizzlies 56-45. Suns up against the Magic 58-51 as the ball gets tossed out of bounds, deflected out of bounds. It will still stay Boston ball. Check that. They're going to give it to San Antonio. So this will be a Spurs inbound here with the basketball. Barlow. At the left elbow, hands it off to Mamakhalishvili. Mamakhalishvili off the ball fake, sort up for the dunk. Oh, he got rejected. Namias Keita with a big block on Mamu. Mamu underneath draws the double team. Second chance here for San Antonio. Couldn't get the shot off in time. That's a shot clock violation. Namias Keita, he's been impactful whenever he's been on the floor. Right here, he rejects Mamakhalishvili trying to throw a poster down over him. Just the no-fly zone right there as he denies him. 4 minutes left to play. Banton attacks downhill to the rim. Banton missed the layup. Spurs with possession. Number 25, Seti Sissoko. First time on the floor. San Antonio takes the 3, and they make it. It is good by Devontae Graham. Alex, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for joining in, man. I'll see you back on Tuesday. Happy New Year, brother. 3.5 left to go. Catch and fire 3 for Boston off the back rim miss. Tipped up to the perimeter, right back to Pritchard. Bounce past Banton. Banton accelerates. Kick out to the corner. Lamar Stevens moves it over. Down low. Namias Keita soars up. Puts it up and he puts it through. That is good. Plus the foul. Man. He is so good at these rotation minutes here. And Namias Keita just getting better and better each and every single game. For him, number 88 for Boston. Like, that's a physical presence right there. He's making his 11th appearance this season, averaging 5 points per game, 5 rebounds per game. And those are pretty good numbers considering he's played in small spurts for Keita this season. Really, really improving. Came from Utah State where he played college basketball. The free throw is good. 128-94. Boston up big time. 3:15 left to go on the clock. Blake Wesley has it at the left wing perimeter for San Antonio. He's working at the top of the key right now, guarded by Lamar Stevens. Wesley, kick out to the corner. Barlow takes the 3 over. Keita gutted a drop. Buckets here late by the Spurs, but too little too late in this one tonight. Under 3 minutes left to go in the fourth right now. Banton crosses midcourt. Banton at the elbow. His pass deflected far side of the floor, picked up by Stevens, though Stevens stepped out of bounds with it. And we'll have a media timeout taken on the floor. Both of these teams playing for quite a bit of time as the clock is down to 2:44 left to go right now. We'll take the timeout. Boston, 31-point advantage, 128-97. Going to make it 6 straight in a row. Going to be 26-6, the top team in the NBA. Great game here tonight for the Celtics, taking control of this one, making it look easy out there on the floor in this game. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. Feel free to catch me tomorrow. I'll be back covering the Knicks against the T-Wolves at 3 p.m. If not, I'll be back on Tuesday covering the next Celtics game against the Thunder at 7 p.m. 25 points by Jason Tatum, 24 by Jaylen Brown, 17 by White, 14 by Porzingis, 12 by Cornette, 11 by Hauser. Just a total team effort tonight in this game. 9 by Pritchard. Just all around. Everybody doing their job tonight. 7 and 7 by Horford. Taking care of business, a 14.5-point favorite, exploding for a 30-plus point victory most likely at the conclusion of this game. Boston, 15 made threes, 37% from the perimeter, 53% from the floor. They were dominant in the glass. That's a big difference maker why they won this game. 51-36 on the rebounds tonight for Boston. 7-1 in the blocks column. And also shooting almost 10% better this game than San Antonio and making their threes. Another game that they take them and they make them. All those links posted in the description below this video. Feel free to check them out if you like, with my Discord link, Twitter link, at Behind the Arc 14. If anybody's interested in giving me a follow on Twitter. Also got the memberships out there. If anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 per month to become a channel member here. For special shout-outs at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. And feel free to check out the Behind the Arc basketball merchandise. We got a lot of cool stuff on the merchandise site. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers, sweatshirts. Those links are posted in the description below this video. Twitter, Discord, merchandise, memberships. All those links in the description. Back to action, 2:44 left to go. San Antonio with a possession. Young team looking to see if they can pair up. Another top prospect with Wemby for the future. Namias Queta came in with a big block. Wasn't clean, though, as this will be free throws coming up at the line as Queta picked up the blocking foul. Two shots here. First one's good by Blake Wesley at the line for San Antonio. Second shot rolled around the rim and out. Queta collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Final 2:30 left to go. Stevens down low finds Queta. Queta at the low block puts it up. Hits the spot. Makes the shot. 130-98. 32-point advantage here for Boston. Just above 2 minutes left to play. Spurs with possession. Wesley drives inside, his pass, and gets sent to the opposite player. McCulloch came up with a steal. Right back it went to San Antonio, though. Out to the corner, they'll try a three with Wesley. Around the rim and out. The Celtics collect the defensive rebounds. It was close early on. Boston able to take control of this game, specifically the third quarter. They held on to a 12-point advantage at halftime, though. The third quarter came out firing 40-23. In the third quarter in favor of the Celtics, they just scored inside the low post to put the score 132-98. The three bricked off the back rim, no good by the Spurs. Right back to Wesley, though. Wesley takes the three, missed off the back iron. Stevens collects the defensive rebounds. Jason Tatum tonight, 25 points. Jaylen Brown with 24. The Jades getting going in this game. 17 by White, 14 by Porzingis, 12 by Cornette, 11 by Hauser as we're closing in on the final minutes. Devontae Graham takes the three, and he makes it as the Spurs cross the triple-digit mark. Celtics with possession. Banton into the final minute. Has it now at the left wing perimeter. Banton from behind, lost it, got it back though, shoveled downhill to the rim, and the layup is there. That is good by O'Shea Brissett. Up and in, it's good for two for Boston. Missed shot by point blank range, quick up the floor by San Antonio, right back to Queta for the defensive rebound. Celtics with multiple players scoring in this game. 12 different scores for Boston, just dominant. As the Celtics, with ease, came into San Antonio, top team in the NBA at 25-6. Going to come out and close out 2023 with a victory and make it 6 straight wins in a row for Boston. Looking to play a big game here with a very major deficit. They got it tonight with a massive victory for the Celtics, coming off 2 close wins prior to that against Detroit and Toronto. Mamakhalashvili, 12 seconds left, missed the three off the front rim. A rebound goes to Boston, and that will do it. The Boston Celtics, 14.5-point favorites entering this matchup on the road at the Frost Bank Center, come out victorious tonight to close out the year of 2023. The final score, Boston 134, San Antonio 101, as we wrap up and this game goes final. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in, being a part on the stream. The Celtics win with ease tonight. They take care of business. I plan on being back tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m., covering the T-Wolves against the Knicks. If you'd like to come on back, feel free to join me for the next Celtics stream. I'll be back on Tuesday covering Boston. It'll be between the Celtics and the Thunder for the next one. Check that. That is actually at 8 p.m. on Tuesday right there. I see on the schedule. So that'll be on 8 p.m. on Tuesday, Celtics versus Thunder, if you guys would like to come on board for the next Celtics stream after this one. But before we wrap up to the channel members, quick thank you to everybody for making this channel possible in the year 2023. A lot of great streams this year. Some of the biggest streams included the NCAA tournament streams. Those were massive, alongside the NBA playoffs. Man, the NBA playoffs were insane this past year, and looking to see what we could grow and how we can grow this channel even further. Upcoming in the new year, it should be amazing with you guys here, as we're almost at 25,000 subscribers. It's incredible, all the people that we've had on these streams. Jason Tatum, great game by him tonight. Once again, 25 points, 50% from 3, went 5 for 10 from the perimeter, 10 for 17 from the floor. 24 points right behind by Jaylen Brown on a very efficient 9 for 13 shooting. Perfect 2 for 2 at the free throw line tonight for the tone setter, Jaylen Brown. Attack downhill, throw down Brown. 17 by Derek White, 14 by Porzingis. By the way, Porzingis did not make a single three. He attempted 7 threes. He bricked every single one of them, but still coming out big in this game tonight for Boston either way. 12 points by Luke Cornett coming from the bench, 11 by Sam Hauser. Put 6 guys in double figures for the Celtics. They come out victorious. They won 6 in a row. They're up to 26-6 right now overall. Wemby, he had 21. Devin Vassell led the way for San Antonio with 22. And Boston coming up big in the efficiency department in this matchup. 54% shooting, 15 made threes, plus 17 in the glass. Major factor why they won this game 56-39. Happy New Year, everybody. See you guys tomorrow if you'd like to come on board. If not, feel free to join in on Tuesday night for the next Celtics stream. Thanks so much, y'all, for joining in, being a part here on the channel, and really appreciate it for making 2023 a big success here on the stream on the channel. And looking forward to what 2024 can bring for the new year here. So happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for joining in, and happy upcoming 2024 coming up. We're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. If anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 per month to do so. It gets you shout outs like this at the end of every single one of my live streams. We have Jason, Rajip, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Sister Surround, TMC, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Tristan, Jess, Ahino, Joseph, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Derek, Ice Baby, Michael, Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Joe, Roderick, Reynaldo, Didi, Katie, Barco, Chuck, Siegel, Woo Pig, Ian, Oink Oink, Emmanuel, Robin, and Dave. Thanks so much, all, for joining in. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy upcoming 2024. The Boston Celtics win big. Final score, 134 to 101 on the road against San Antonio. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. Enjoy the rest of your night, and Happy New Year, everybody. See you guys soon.